Holy hell, the outside is actually pretty right now. Anyway, Isaac starts to tag on my belt, but the cabin door immediately opens. Dante walks in, immediately both shocked and embarrassed.
Excuse me.
Perfect moment to walk in. Well, wanna join in? Isaac lets go of my belt and we both turn to face Dante. Hello there, cutie. Wanna join in? I can speak Latin and a little Swedish, apart from English and German, of course. Fair enough.
Don't worry, you're excused. Just, make sure to knock next time.
Yes, please. Still, join in.
Right, of course. Didn't mean to intrude. I was here for Delta.
Let's make a colorful sandwich, genuinely.
Well, I'll give you some privacy.
That's the question. Who would be on top and who would be on the bottom? And who would be in the middle? Wait, Belt, isn't Isaac kinda injured to do anything? We all make mistakes in a heat of passion, Jimbo. Oh, Jesus Christ, I never thought I would make this fucking reference. Good.
You sure you don't need some more time?
Yeah, that's all good. Get blocked by a friend of ours. Well, technically another lover. Well, fiance, another one. Just another one of guys in our relationship, you know. Still, I wouldn't call him a blocker, but definitely leaving with some blue marbles, so to speak.
We have all the time in the world, Dante.
Oh, we do. Especially with you. Come on, join in.
Yeah.
Join in, feel free.
Catch you by the fire then, Delta?
Catch me by the fire. As long as you call yourself fire, because you're hot. I smile and nod. Dante immediately closes the door after Isaac leaves. But not only that, he locks it too. Perhaps Isaac should have considered that. That is exactly what he should have done. Well, at least we have privacy for whatever he wanted to talk about now. He takes a determined step forward and grabs the bottle of whiskey. One large swig later, he turns to face me with a look of sorrow in his eyes.
I did it, Delta.
What? Huh? What?
In the server room, I found a computer.
Alright, what did you do?
Mod gave my phone some high-level access. I looked into my family, Delta.
Oh!
I really did it.
Fuck yeah! Hell yeah! What about them? Speak. Come on.
No, it's not.
Huh? His shout echoes through the cabin. He takes a step back, like he regrets raising his voice.
Sorry, I didn't mean to shout. It's just, I wish I didn't do it.
Huh? What the hell
Whatever
happened?
happened to you, Delta? Sought out information only for it to hurt you?
What the hell happened? Of course, sometimes we know it will hurt beforehand. Yeah? That's part of why I moved away from home.
Yeah, you're right. I kind of thought it might hurt, but it's also better than not knowing.
What happened?
Maybe. I mean, otherwise I'd always wonder what if. And that's basically the same thing as regret.
Do tell. He's cops.
Ironic that I'm full of regret either way, huh?
Yes. What happened?
Regretful of the knowledge I'd regret not knowing.
Did they live? Did they die? I shrug. I'm just curious what he found out. He places the whiskey back down, but I can tell he was tempted to have more. A sweet vision turned dark and sad. Oh no!
Well, I didn't even know where to start. I figured I'd just look them up and find an address.
And there's a long pause before he continues.
It's just...
He almost breaks down in front of me as his eyes glisten. I know he's holding back, but I can hear the sheer sorrow in his voice.
Gone, Delta. Just gone.
Oh. Holy hell.
The last entry in their file was some kind of incident report. It mentioned something about a gas leak in the
God
house.
damn it. That is incredibly sad then. Oh.
It was only a few years after I ran away. I don't know how to feel. I'm just so confused.
You have so many sprites that would showcase it so much better, and yet you use this one. Ugh. He's shaking. I simply step forward and wrap my arms around him.
What is my vision, then? We're happy. We're a family.
Well, again, maybe it is the visions of past selves. Somebody before you had a happy family? With the whole theory, right, of being visions. Make a new family. Yeah, I guess so. But that also means that visions are so far from being set in stone, and his vision saved his life. That is... Huh. That is an interesting way to look at it, actually. That this vision kind of saved... Well, not necessarily the vision itself, but... Yeah, still, I guess he saved himself in a way.
So proud when he looks at me, like everything is fine, and I'm worth looking up to.
Huh?
And the hate between me and my parents is long gone. This vision is what I've based all my decisions around.
God damn it.
And what? It's a lie?
It is, unfortunately. It seems so. But I continue holding him and just let him vent.
If I knew this was going to happen, I would have stayed. I would have fixed things and spent more time with them.
Huh. But then you wouldn't be who you are today. Yeah. You wouldn't meet us, you wouldn't be here, you wouldn't help everyone around.
You're right. I know you're right. And it sucks. I like that version of me in the vision, though. I feel so complete. Like I can tell I'm missing something in reality.
He said he decided to run away after seeing they are gonna be happy again. Well, maybe they are happy, who knows? In a way. We have a family in all of us, Dante. I can tell he's starting to calm down.
And if I stayed, I guess I wouldn't be here right now. But maybe they wouldn't have had another kid. He didn't deserve what happened to him.
That is true. We are rarely satisfied with our current selves. That is also true.
Hurts the most, Delta. I really would have liked to meet him.
He sniffs.
Everyone is out there celebrating victory and a new tomorrow, but the tomorrow I've discovered leaves me feeling hollow.
Huh. Well, the hollow feeling can be a pain. I remember feeling it once, to be honest, and then never again at one point. It's hard to describe this feeling, all things considered. You should be thankful for your vision, Dante. Well, actually, yeah, because you can still have a memory of them, in a way. Remember what we talked about on the way to the club?
Vaguely.
Visions are indistinguishable from the reality. You will get to spend time with your family almost every day. He sniffles some more, and I can tell that tears have subsided.
You know, I usually pride myself on my level head. This just really shook me up, you know?
I bet it did. You had plans, the vision, everything, and it just blew up. Interesting thought. Dante was meant to talk to us, talk us out of the trouble. That's why his vision saved his life by showing him something untrue. Isaac was meant to found Cypher and win over Argus, so his vision made him do that. Maybe. I guess the visions are just driving force for people at this point. He wraps his arm around me and hugs me back.
I know that you're right.
They will comfort you every day until your
I
last.
have a feeling you will, too. Together until the end, remember?
Together until the end. Of course. Until the end.
Thanks.
He shakes his head like he's shrugging off the sadness. A moment later, our tight embrace is broken.
Sorry again for raising my voice. It just wasn't easy learning what I did.
Say whatever you want, controlling your voice is hard. I don't blame you. Grief can consume us.
Definitely can.
More than that can consume us. He wraps the back of his head.
You know, I guess my vision was a good one, After all, not many people get to spend time with lost loved ones.
True.
I'm looking forward to the next time it happens now. I can just picture their smiles, the taste of the food. It's a perfect moment. Frozen in time for us to enjoy.
Then freaking enjoy it with all your freaking heart.
And nobody can take that away from me.
Exactly.
Our love as a family prevails, even over death. Isn't that the most beautiful thing you ever heard?
In a way, but it's understandable. The family values can be so misleading sometimes. I nod, enjoying the reversal of his mood. Sometimes all it takes is a little creative thinking. He's clearly still grieving, but this new train of thought will help him.
Speaking of beautiful things.
Well, I guess you looked into the mirror then. He gulps as he looks in my eyes with slightest hint of shyness.
Remember how I wanted to start seizing the moment?
Yes? He places his hand in
There's
mine.
this scene in one of my books. It's two lovers in a cabin, just like this one.
Cliche, huh? He blushes brightly.
It's where they share their first kiss. I thought it'd be cool if
He cuts himself off while stumbling in his words.
I mean, I think it's the perfect place for...
This is actually the first time Delta makes proper moves on someone, which is nice. And Taylor's vision showed him loneliness as he stopped being an asshole and meeting us. That's also true. So this is why he blocked Isaac. Yes, that's why he did. Yes. I cut off his words by going in for a kiss. I let out a soft moan. I let out a soft moan and rise out of his hands to my face. Softly stroking my cheeks, he presses himself more into the kiss. My man, excuse me, but which cheeks? I need an explanation here. I really need an explanation. Please tell me. Tell me all of this. Of course, of our first kiss. It lasts for what feels like forever, but then Dante slowly pulls back.
No, I had a whole speech rehearsed.
It seems like you needed some help.
Me? Never.
Yeah, sure. He smirks.
Good to know we were on the same wavelength, though. I knew you'd be special since the day I met you.
You're special too. Okay, so I take back whatever I said about Dante previously, or wanted to say about the sandwich. Delta is switch. Delta is 100% a switch. Isaac is definitely a top. And Dante, despite acting like a top, he's a bottom. Oh well.
Though it's hard to believe we only met a few weeks ago.
I guess so.
So much has happened, it's
And
hard
yet,
to
so
comprehend.
much happened too.
Yeah. And for me, my Komorebi will no longer dictate how I feel. It's odd how something named after the light could leave us feeling so lost in the dark.
I guess so. The poetic
Even
way
in
of putting it, right?
darkness, you can always find light. I guess you just have to know where to look.
As he speaks those words, he looks right into my eyes.
Anyway, you ready to call it?
Yep. I nod and as he heads towards locked door. As soon as it opens, the frigid air rushes into the cabin. The cold.
I'll be waiting by the fire. I think we're just waiting for Isaac to make a decision, but I know that guy better than almost anyone else.
Oh no, it's gonna take ages, huh?
And I just want you to know that we're gonna be fine. Isaac is gonna burn that drive to keep us all safe. And if he doesn't, I might just put up a fight about it.
Oh no. Oh, you. With a smile, he leaves the building. I follow suit soon and close the door behind. It shuts with a loud banging noise that echoes through the night. Also, can we appreciate how pretty houses the Zeros got on the colony? Holy hell, they are so nice. Oops. Oops. So we are left with Klace and Zero. Kyron. The teacher Kyron. As soon as as soon as I exit, I notice that Kyron is looking directly at me. He waves me over and I see no reason not to oblige. He's standing by some trees. I must have disrupted him.
Hey Delta, how are things going?
Better now that I'm out here with
You can
you.
never turn off that charm, huh? Even in situations like this. Isaac is the same, you know. That's part of why I admire both of you so much.
Aww.
But I guess I'm being a little biased. You know, the whole first in all of history thing? Isaac changed my life, so I owe him almost everything. Guess I'm lucky he's the good guy, huh?
The yawning
Maybe
never
I'd be indebted to
stops.
someone
Keep that in
evil.
mind.
But at the end of the day, I guess it's all subjective.
Okay, now that I think about it, Kyron is definitely a top. All things considered, his personality screams top. Not a switch, not a bottom, never. He would never be a freaking bottom. He's a top, 100%. Like, come on. Look into his eyes. And look at his color. Well, he might wear a collar, but that definitely is a top color.
Like, I'm sure Argus views Isaac as evil, so I guess it just depends on where you
Then
stand.
again, he took it off last time they
Majority has
kissed
spoken, though,
and did
they share
things.
my views.
Jesus Christ, he really is a top. Oh no. Oh well, what can you do?
Gotta appreciate some validation now.
So wait,
right?
we've got 2 tops, 1 bottom, 1 switch. We need 1 more bottom to equalize it. We need 1 more freaking bottom to equalize it. No. Right. I'm glad that the people side with
And
Sypha.
I'm glad that Isaac survived that gunshot. I mean, can we talk about that? He literally got shot. It feels like my ears are still ringing. It's unbelievable.
Blam!
I don't know what that guard
At least
said
he's not
today,
dead
no.
though.
Must have just been revenge against Taylor. Nobody likes being the victim of a sneak attack after all, but wow. If Taylor were a second later, we could all be dead.
I like the Winds of Change resolution a little more because the ending is very open and Isaac basically did 90% of the work. To be honest, at this point I feel like Isaac is the main character here and not us. He's definitely made it up. He definitely made it up to us for the
In the
ditching.
best possible
Jesus
way.
Christ. Can't you word it a little slightly differently? Like, come on. There's so many ways to word things, and you always choose the hardest ways. I understand wanting to be unique, I understand wanting to be poetic about it. But don't complicate simple things, like words. A pretty story can be said in simple words. What was that 1 or 2 sentence story? Freaking... Got shoes to sell, never worn. 2 freaking sentences. Is that so hard? Or rather, got child's boots to sell, never worn. I guess that's better conveys the message. Anyway,
I'm curious
I will
what you think
scream.
about the colony. I was born and raised here after all. Does it look like you thought it would?
Well, honestly, I would love to freaking settle here. It is so pretty, although I do have my concerns. The idea that we are only rewarded with food by how much work we do? Ouch. Winds of Change, everyone had role. Here they are just emotionally support party. Yup, and I love it. I personally love it more.
Don't get too far ahead of me, Delta. I think
It's a
I'm gonna
more
stay in the
random
city for a
story.
while. Not as much green, like I said, but I can deal.
Now that I think about it, oh my god. Since the borders are pretty much open at this point, they can properly get food. Isn't the Kyron parents dead? Okay, Kyron. But this also feels more like Winds of Change, Valinor outlook.
Crossing that wall changed my life for the better. Until just a few weeks ago, I felt like life was on autopilot. Just going through the motions, routine after routine.
They escaped into
Everything I
colony,
take for
yes.
granted is just amazing to me. It's a city full of opportunity, and I aim to take advantage of that. That is, if everything ends well.
Hopefully.
But all signs are pointing to yes. I mean, there's no way Isaac will keep that drive. He'd be better off going back to that HQ and letting them shoot us. It'd get things done a lot quicker, and with a lot less paranoia.
True.
Ugh, sorry for being grim. But you know what I mean. rather not have a target on my back for the rest of my life, especially after
You
we've
won't
blown
have
out
the
Klace's
target on
vision.
your back. Come on.
Maybe the leader holds a grudge? Good thing they might not have a monopoly anymore. They could
True.
probably kill us remotely with how much they control.
The freaking drone strike. Blam. Dead. Kill us remotely?
We should ask Klace if we're allowed to tour with him. At least he has security, and he's always flying from place to place. After seeing
True.
Toronto, I kind of want to see what else is out there.
Oh, there's so many pretty places in Canada, most likely. Vancouver, right? I don't know many places in Canada. I'm sorry, I'm bad at American geography. And by American, I mean North American. Touring with Klace would be pretty fun and extremely safe. I know enough about idols to know that their security is
We're
top-notch.
celebrities too now, right? I
Kind
mean,
of.
They had cameras on us during that final standoff. It was a pretty historic moment, so I bet everyone knows our faces.
Yes.
Well, even if they don't, I know people from my colony do. That gathering outside was a big mix of Zeros and city folk. I locked eyes with a few of them, and without a word, they understood.
Oh boy. They did understand, huh? This is our boy. We are proud of
They
him.
knew why I was never in the town square. They knew that I became a champion for all of them, and most importantly, they knew that the worst was over.
That's pretty interesting way to think about it. We kind of became celebrities unwillingly. He places his hand on the
I
tree
just
and
wish that he could
sighs.
have been there, you know?
He looks up to the top of the
This
tree.
is one of the trees we used to climb. When we wanted to take
Oh.
it easy. It's pretty beginner.
The guy, them.
The deeper you go into the forest, the taller they get. That's where I'd watch the city and dream of experiencing it.
He still remembers, huh? That collar is kind of holding him with the
It's like
memory.
I got everything I always wanted, except for him. And that's the lame part.
Well, you still have him with you every single
I'm
day.
not sad or anything, though. I know he'd be happy that I moved on and lived my life. Not only that, but we saved Zeros from being stuck on the colony.
Exactly. Don't look at this in a gloomy way. Have some fun that he probably watches you every single day do very unspeakable things. And kiss many, many boys and guys and everyone else. And still, he's with you every single time. Especially as a memory. That's something you that's something you should never forget, right? Where you come from, the memory of people you helped, and the memory of people who, well, only wanted good for you. Argus leader was kind of disappointing because I imagined something familiar.
So the stuff that happened to him
Hmm?
won't happen anymore. And especially the stuff that
Argus
happened to
leader
Town Square.
was...
In my mind,
both-
those Zeros deserve a monument ASAP.
Yeah, Argus leader was both a letdown and something that I was actually happy about. Like, I didn't feel fully disappointed about them. I liked their stance and I liked where they came from and what they embraced, even if it was a PR stunt and manipulation. A very clever one, but still a good one. Yeah, the moment is forever etched into my
It
mind.
feels weird to witness a historic moment, doesn't it? We're all gonna remember where we were when it happened. Everything felt
Witness a historic
different before
moment?
that. It's hard to
This is
explain.
more than... This is more than witnessing it. We created the freaking historic moment. We are the part of it.
Yeah, you're right.
It's like the new era.
Glad we can share it together. Mind if I have some time to myself, Delta? I'm just gonna reminisce for a little bit.
Don't mind it at all. I nod and he looks back at the tree. Come to think of it, I could use some time to myself too. I make my way to the cabin thinking about almost everything. I'm surprised Kyron didn't mention anything about his parents. Maybe he thinks he missed the chance to talk to Isaac about it. If there were a time and place, it would have been in the HQ. However, Isaac knows a lot more than he's been letting on. I was tempted to bring it up to Kyron, but it wasn't my place. That was Isaac's job now. Whatever he felt ready, whenever he felt ready. But it's a delicate subject. Kyron hates his parents. Also, hello there, 4 people on the chat. How are you all doing? I hope you're wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful furs. Hello. No idea how he would react to knowing he was named after that guy. It just makes me realize that there's still a long road ahead. So this wasn't the end. It was a new beginning. With that pleasant thought